What's up folks, Victor for PhoneArena here with a review of the Samsung ATIV Tab 3. This device is a thin and light tablet that features a full-blown Windows 8 and runs on an Intel Atom chip. A separately sold keyboard cover transforms it into a better productivity tool, and with a built-in S Pen, it has its creative appeal. It also has a dedicated SIM card slot for 3G and 4G cellular connectivity. We got an early prototype of the device, and while Samsung still has some time to improve it, let's take a look at how the ATIV looks now and what it can offer. The ATIV Tab 3 is surprisingly light and thin for a Windows 8 machine. It measures only 7.95 millimeters thick and is fairly lightweight at 550 grams. It has the typical Samsung look. It's all made out of glossy plastic that easily catches fingerprints. At first sight, you could easily mistake it for a Samsung Galaxy Android tablet. They are that similar. But if it wasn't for this key right here, the Windows key. The buttons are right here on the top. You have the lock key, an LED indicator, and you have the volume rocker. Then you have a lid protected micro SD cover that you can pry open like this, and you have a SIM card slot, and on the side there is a micro HDMI port and the micro USB port. The prototype we have just does not feel solidly built though. The back squeaks and creaks, making it look all fragile. Hopefully Samsung will fix this in the final unit. The tablet comes with a 10.1-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1366 by 768 pixels. This looks low res nowadays, and your eyes will notice all sorts of ugly pixelization if you stare closely. As a $599 device, one would definitely expect a bit more from this tablet, as even the cheaper iPad and the Nexus 10 have Retina quality displays. Colors also start to fade out at an angle, and on a more positive note, looking directly into the screen, you see that colors are vibrant and rich, not washed out at all, and the screen was very bright. The biggest advantage of the ATIV Tab 3 is of course the fact that it runs a full-blown Windows 8 with legacy app support. Windows 8 comes with a split personality. You can either use it in the new touch-friendly modern lifestyle interface or switch to the good old desktop mode, more suitable for use for other applications, mouse and a keyboard of course. And in terms of apps, you have the standard Microsoft pack including Internet Explorer. You can also use Bing Maps, which takes a while to load. You also have the weather application, which is pretty rich, very nicely done. You also have deep integration with Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and apps that are not optimized for touch would run in the old desktop mode, and you can run some serious software like Photoshop, for instance. The platform does offer some customization options with the possibility to change background patterns and color schemes from this menu right here. You can go here and personalize your desktop, select different color scheme, and so on. The S Pen is built right into the device, and Samsung also includes a dedicated S Note application for drawing and taking notes. You can use it just like so. Tap here, you can select between different inputs. You can select a pencil or a brush, and let's just play around with this for a bit. You see that it's sensitive to pressure, so if you press more, the more you press, the larger the area here gets. As you can see, this tablet also supports air view, so you just hover above the screen to change different settings, which is pretty neat. And this application here also suggests different uses for the S Pen. And here we go. You have different folders with a journal, diary, all sorts of things that you can do with the S Pen. The device runs on an Intel Atom Z2760, previously referred to as Clover Trail, and this is not an Intel Core series chip like the one that the Surface Pro has, for instance. So performance is fairly smooth across the Lifetile's home screen, but in some more demanding apps, like here for instance, you'd see a slight stutter, a slight slowdown in the performance. Nothing tragic, but still it's noticeable. The tablet has 64 gigabytes of internal storage, of which nearly 45 gigabytes are available to the end user, so around 20 gigs are actually used by the system. Luckily, you can expand the built-in memory via micro SD card. The device supports both Wi-Fi and 3G LTE connectivity, or 3G or 4G LTE connectivity. For browsing the web, you have Internet Explorer 10, but you can also download one of many other apps available on the marketplace. Being a full-featured machine, this also supports Adobe Flash, which is great news for some people. Photography is not a critical feature for a tablet, but it's definitely nice to have at least a basic rear and front-facing cameras for video chats, for instance. The ATIV Tab 3 has them both, and they're indeed very basic. It has two camera applications, the stock one and the one from Samsung. And as per specs, it comes with a 5 megapixel main camera with a single LED flash on the back, and a front-facing camera capable of recording 720p video. The ample screen space on this 10-inch display makes the ATIV a perfect device for media consumption, and it also plays back all sorts of formats, DivX, XVID. We managed to play 720p videos with ease, but 1080p were a bit stuttery. The music hub is also a great-looking place where you can enjoy your music, of course, and it is also made in the new modern style. Let's check out how it looks like by opening some MP3s. And that's the default music application, which also supports Xbox Music. So let's turn the volume up. We have the stereo speakers here on both sides of the tablet. And that is the music player application. On paper, the ATIV Tab 3 should last around 8.5 hours of continuous video playback. That is slightly below its rivals, but that's the price you have to pay for light and slim. We wouldn't say that this is a terribly low battery life, quite the contrary, and it should be sufficient for a full day of heavy use, and in most cases even more. With this device, Samsung has made a surprisingly slim and lightweight tablet that runs a full-blown Windows 8. That is a small breakthrough, and along with the S Pen and the nice S Note 2.0 application, that all makes it stand out. The real question though is why you need such a device. At $700 with a keyboard, it approaches ultrabook pricing, yet does not have a core processor. Nor does it provide the same quality typing experience. Its low-res display makes it inferior to most tablets too. The ATIV Tab 3 is good in its one-fit-all class. But the question remains whether you need a device that is jack of all trades, master of none. Stay tuned for our full review to find out, and check out PhoneArena.com for more details. Thank you for watching.